Okay, so now that we got this to work, well, we still haven't tested it out, but the program does build and compile and it does run. We need a keylogger. So I don't really have it here on this computer, so actually need to download it and compile it myself, but not really a big deal. Just go to my GitHub repository, it's clone or download, I just say download zip, save file, and then I need to go into downloads. Okay. This one. No, that's from a test run. I didn't download anything actually, so download zip, and then save file, and then click OK, and then click here, and then go in, and then just go back one step, and I've downloaded it twice because I did a test run, so just extract all. Sure, just extract it there, it doesn't matter. Open this, and we need to actually import these into the... We need to actually import all of them into code blocks. So let's just go like this, and then like this, and like this, and like this. Do Control C. And I'm really lazy, like I can't to do this. I'm just gonna paste them on desktop, all of them. And then I'm gonna open up code blocks, and I'm gonna say file, new, project. I mean, you obviously won't need to do this, but I'm just gonna do it anyway to show you how you can actually download it and compile it from GitHub anyway. And I'm gonna name this, guess how, keylogger. Next. Oh, wait, back. Yep, it's on desktop. So next. And finish. Okay. So then I'm going to go into this, and I'm going to click on Add Files. And desktop. Okay, so I need this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, right? Yep, so just go ahead and click on open. Okay. Sources should be like this, and this should be like this. Except, I don't really, I'm just going to go ahead and keylogger main. Okay, so I don't really require this. Move files. Okay. Yes. Okay. So, we got the keylogger here, and I'm just going to go to keyb hook, zoom in, go down a little bit, and I'm gonna reduce this timer to maybe 10 seconds or something like that. I don't know. So you can just change these values as before, and that should be fine. So 2060, 2000 times 60. So let's say that we're gonna write this, I don't know, let's say 1000 times 60. That should be, that's like a minute. Let's go ahead and say 100 is too little. Let's say that this is going to be like 250 times 60. So 1000 times 60, that's a minute, and this is quarter of a minute. So that should be fine. Quarter of a minute. 60 divided by 4. That's gonna be like 6. That should be 15. Yep, 4 times 15. That's 40, and 4 times. Yep, that should be like every 15 seconds the log file will be generated. I'm not going to change the mail address here, so this is not actually going to be sent anywhere. I'm just changing the timer here so that in the demo I can basically get the file to be generated immediately and not have to wait for like a full 2 minutes or something like that. Obviously, you wouldn't do this in production, but I'm just reducing this timer so that I may actually do this demo so that we don't need to wait for 2-3 minutes or for an hour or something like that. So this is obviously not something you would do in a production environment. You wouldn't create a log file every 15 seconds. That would be stupid, in my opinion anyway. So in settings, under the compiler, as before, as explained in the previous tutorials, you need the C++11 flag, and you need to create the -m Windows flag as well. How that is done, go back a few tutorials. I have shown this with in-depth explanation. I'm just checking it here. Okay, so just click on the keylogger now, and build and run. Okay, there you go. It runs. So I have not modified it in any way. I've just downloaded it from GitHub and I've compiled it and ran it, and it does work. No problems. So I did close it here. Let me just go ahead and task manager. Yep, it is actually running. God. wait. I'm gonna catch it. Don't worry. Keylogger. Okay, so end task. Close this, minimize code blocks, and the keylogger is here. I'm just going to place it right next to Decrypt. I'm going to open it. It's going to go under bin, debug, and I'm just going to go ahead and double click on the keylogger exe file, and that's going to run it. No windows will pop. Windows only pop when you actually run it from code blocks, because that's a code blocks thing. But when you actually run the exe, there are no windows that pop. We'll just confirm that this is running. Task manager, and yep, there you go. So the keylogger is running indeed. Okay, so let's open up a note, and we will also need to go to the file where this is actually stored, where the log files are generated. So notepad, and we're gonna go ahead and write something. Hello. My username is tra-la-la-la-la-la. My password is blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I'm just creating some example text. It doesn't really matter. And now now I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to open up a file manager, and I'm going to go into local disk C, and then I'm going to go into users, and I'm going to go into my user, which is test, and I'm going to go into app data. All right, view, hidden items, app data, roaming, Microsoft, and then the CLR is right here. So there you go. These files are indeed being created. So let's go ahead and open one of them. Oh, we got something very strange here. Okay, so let's go ahead and open up another one. Oh, again, something strange. Excellent. So let's just leave them there. And there you go. New ones are being created as we actually speak. I'm just going to go ahead and prevent the creation of any others, because this is happening like every 15 seconds or so, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just go ahead and kill the keylogger here. So end task. Excellent. So that is done. So now we have these files, and I'm just going to go ahead and grab them like this and copy them. I could actually specify the paths, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just go ahead and do this and close this. Don't save it. I'm gonna view. Nope, I need new folder. Test run for decryption. Now I'm going to open up this, and I shall paste these files here. In addition to that, I will also go into the Decrypt again. Under bin, debug, I shall copy this, so then click on it. Copy, and I will also paste it here. Okay, so it's all there. It's all fine and dandy. Now, what I'm about to do is I'm going to go ahead and open up PowerShell. You could do this with a CMD as well. I just prefer the PowerShell. It's more Unix-like. Well, it's nowhere near the Unix terminal, but or the Linux terminal, but oh well, it's a good enough imitation, I guess, or something like that. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and type in cd desktop test run for decryption. Enter ls. Okay, so we will now call // decrypt.exe, and we're going to supply one of these files. So I don't know, I'm going to do the first one, and I'm going to, I don't know, decrypt. This will be the second argument. Decrypt.log, whatever the names are arbitrary, then press enter. Okay, so do ls, sorry, not L doesn't exist. So do ls, and there we go, decrypt.log. Let's go ahead and do cat decrypt.log, and there you go. It actually decrypts it. So one of the first things that I typed in was task, and then I pressed enter when I selected a task manager. Okay, let's go ahead and find the log file with the example text that I wrote in Notepad. Not sure which one it is though. I can judge by length, so length is 10,094. Okay, so bits, I think, and don't hang me if I'm mistaken. So 2909, 2016, 15, 56, 48. So it's 1556_48. Am I typing this right? Log and close. I typed it in right, hopefully. So let's just go ahead and put it into decrypt. And I don't know, I can change it to something .1. I would suggest that you include the dates and timestamps into your file names. Press enter and then do ls and then do cat just to see what's in the file. So decrypt1.log, and there you go. Or not. Wait, this is like task and then space. I've again started typing in task. Right shift, enter. Okay, so there we go. My, and then actually, let me go ahead and zoom this in for you. Yeah, I got the right file this time, but let me just go ahead and change this font to 36 maybe. This is going to be enormous, okay? I mean, I could have opened all of this up in Notepad, but I don't know. I'm just a guy that's used to working in Linux, and I like working in the terminal. I think it's far more efficient and quicker for any sort of development or programming tasks, especially for the sort of things that we're doing now. To help with it, I'll just go ahead and increase the size to full. And it says my, so my, and then I pressed space, and it says user name, and then I pressed space again, and it says is as in is, and then I pressed space again, and it says then, well, tra la 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 la, whatever, and my password, this is like my username is, and then it says my password is, and then space, and it says blah 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 blah. So there you go. This is how you can decrypt those files. Let me just go ahead and show you the contents. 56. Okay, so let's go ahead and cat out 29 56 15. Okay, so this is the contents of the file. So this is completely incomprehensible what you are seeing here as opposed to what you are seeing here. So this is the decrypted format and this is the encrypted format. So this is the encrypted file contents and this is the decrypted file contents. So obviously you can use any sort of a word processor like Word or Notepad or whatever else, and open this file up, and this will be much better to look at. This is convenient for me because I'm used to working in the terminal, but perhaps for you it isn't. So feel free to open it up with Notepad after you have decrypted, or whichever other program you choose or wish. Anyway, that would be it. So that's how you decrypt the files. And I hope that this was helpful and insightful, and that you can all successfully decrypt the files, and that I have been of use to you. So thank you for the time that you have devoted to this course, and thank you for your interest in it. If you have any questions, requests, or whatever, you can always contact me, and I always strive to answer everybody. If I haven't answered one of your messages, it's probably because I've lost it somewhere, because I get a lot of them. So please don't hesitate. Just send another one. Just send another message. If I haven't answered your first message, it's not because I don't want to or because I don't care or whatever. It's just that I get a lot of them, and some of them get lost in transit. So if I don't answer you immediately, if I don't answer one of your inquiries within a day or two, just go ahead and send me another one. If you need tech support, then please write in the discussion section, where obviously we'll get an answer much quicker. Anyway, I'm gonna bid you farewell here and wish you a ton load of luck with this.